Hello children, I hope you all have enjoyed the last session of Poetic Devices. Now in today's session we are going to learn about rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme, like other writing tools, is used to create balance and relieve tension, manage flow, create rhythm and highlight important ideas. Its basic function is to form units of sound and suggest units of sense. It also communicates the idea in a more effective way. It is not necessary that every poem should have rhyme. If the poem doesn't rhyme, it's most likely written either blank verse or free verse. Children, in poem, rhyme scheme is the pattern in which sounds in lines of poetry end. Each new sound in a poem is assigned a different letter. Now here on the screen you can see rhyme scheme. A rhyme scheme is a regular pattern of rhyme, one that is consistent throughout the extent of the poem. A rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhyming lines in a poem. Rhyme scheme is rhymed words at the ends of the line. So let's see how can we find rhyme scheme in a poem. Rhyme schemes are labeled according to their rhyme sounds. Every rhyme sound is given its own letter of the alphabet to distinguish it before the other rhyme sounds that may appear in the poem. For example, the first rhyme sound of a poem is designated as A. Every time that rhyme sound appears in the poem, no matter where it is found, it is called A. The second rhyme sound to appear in the poem is designated B. Every other time that rhyme sound appears in the poem, no matter where it is found, it is called B. The third rhyme sound to appear would be C. The fourth D, and so on, for as many rhyme sounds as appear in the poem. So let's see one poem for more clarity. Now here in this poem we will find out the rhyme scheme. The poem is, there once was a big brown cat that liked to eat a lot of mice. He got all round and fat because they tasted so nice. Now in this poem we need to find out the rhyme scheme. So here we can see in this verse, the first rhyme sound we encounter at the end of the first line is cat, because it is the first rhyme sound. It is labeled as A. Every time that rhyme sound is repeated, anytime something rhymes with cat, it is also called A. Line 3 ends with fat, which rhymes with cat, so it is also an A. The second rhyme sound comes at the end of the second line, mice. As the second rhyme sound, it is called B. So are any other following lines that rhyme with it, such as nice in line 4. So let's see what is the rhyme scheme of this poem. A, B, A, B. So the rhyming scheme will be A, B, A, B. Let's find out in the next poem. A rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhyming lines in a poem. It is usually referred to by using letters to indicate which lines rhyme. For example, AB, AB, as we have seen in the last slide, indicates a 4-line stanza in which the first and third line rhymes as do the second and fourth. So let's find out the rhyming scheme of this poem. Bid me to weep and I will weep, while I have eyes to see, and having none yet I will keep a heart to weep for thee. Now in the first line we can see the last word is weep, and in the second line the last word is see. Weep and see both are not rhyming with each other. So weep will be A and see will be B. Now in the third line if we will see, the last word is keep, which is rhyming with the word weep. So third line will be A. And in the last line the last word is D, which is rhyming with C. So B. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is also AB, AB. Now come to the next poem. Now remember, this is something very interesting, that rhyme is determined by sound, not spelling. Always remember. So now the new poem is, two friends are by your side, through it all. True friends are there to catch you when you fall. So let's find out the rhyme scheme of this poem. So first is, two friends are by your side, means the word last is side. So we will give a letter A. Through it all. So the word all is not rhyming with side, so we will give B. True friends are there. Now again there is not rhyming with side or all, so we will write C. And in the last line, to catch you when you fall. Here we can see the word fall is rhyming with the word all, so we will write B. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is A, B, C, B. Now move to the next slide. Okay, now do you remember your favorite nursery rhyme? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Now we all have learned this poem, but now we will find out the rhyme scheme of this poem. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. So here we can see star. So we will give letter A. Now for the second line, how I wonder what you are. Now R is rhyming with star. So again A. Up above the world so high. Now high is not rhyming with star or R, so we will write B. And in the last line, like a diamond in the sky. Sky is rhyming with high, so B. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is AA, BB. Now don't forget that the rhyming scheme of this poem is AA, BB. Now let's move to the next poem to know more about rhyme scheme. Now this is the poem written by Robert Frost, Fire and Ice. First we will read the poem. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough to hate, to know that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Now beautiful poem written by Robert Frost. Now let's find out in which some say the world will end in fire. So the last word is fire. So we will give this line A. Some say in ice. Now here we can see fire is not rhyming with ice. So B. From what I have tested of desire. Now here we can see that the last word of third line desire is rhyming with fire. So again A. I hold with those who favor fire. Now desire, fire. Again both are rhyming. So A. But if it had to perish twice. Now the last word of this line twice is matching with the second line last word eyes. So we will write B. I think I know enough to hate. Now hate is not rhyming with any of the word. So we will write C. To know that for destruction eyes. Eyes is rhyming with twice. So B. Is also great. Now great is rhyming with the word hate. So C. And the last and would suffice, which is rhyming with eyes. So the rhyming scheme of this poem is A, B, A, B, C, B, C, B. Okay children? So let's find out the rhyme scheme of the poem A House, a Home. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard, some window, glass and perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So let's see the first line. What is a house? So we will label it as A. It's brick and stone. B. And woods that hard. C. Some windows and glass. D. And perhaps a yard. C. Again C. Why? Because yard is rhyming with hard. It's eaves and chimneys. E. And tile floors. F. And stucco and roof. G. And lots of doors. F. Why F? Because doors is rhyming with floors. Now let's see the second stanza. What is a home? Label it as A. It's a loving and family. B. Doing for others. C. It's brothers and sisters. D. And fathers and mothers. C. Because mothers is rhyming with others. So C. It's unselfish acts. E. And kindly sharing. F. And showing your loved ones. G. You are always caring. F. Why? Because caring is rhyming with sharing. Now we can see that the rhyme scheme of first stanza is A, B, C, D, C, E, F, G, F. And the rhyming scheme of second stanza is also same A, B, C, D, C, E, F, G, F. I hope you all have understood about the rhyme scheme. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, happy time.